Okay, we're just going to go one time through these exercises. This is the glute bridge lift and cross. So you're lifting and squeezing the glutes, backs of the legs as you lift the hips and cross the heel over just in front of the knee, lightly tapping 20 times. And breathing as you do this. Just noticing the difference from one side to the other, trying to even it out, pressing into the heel of the foot that's lifting. Even lift your toes up to really reinforce that action. Lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Then lengthen out one leg. Tuck one knee in towards the chest. Gently lifting the shoulders up off the ground, crossing to the outside of the knee, bicycles if possible. Really focus on the low belly. Breathing and not cranking the head and neck. Head and neck is just lifting, but the work is in the core, low belly muscles. Lengthen and turn. You're doing 20 in total, 10 per side. Got about 10 more here. Lengthen, crossing, really working on that gentle twist. 20 times, and then flip over onto your belly. I'm going to do W arms for this lift this time today, squeezing. So you're squeezing between the shoulder blades, lifting up. Press the heels together of the feet, pointing the toes, finding strength in the entire back line of the body. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the shoulder blades, lifting and breathing, and grounding through the abdominals, lightly pressing. Squeeze and lower, lift and lower. You have a few more, and then you're going to hold on the final one. So 10, and here we go to hold for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, hold and squeeze, and lower. One more move before we stretch it out, coming onto all fours, stacking joints. Shoulders should be a little bit more over top of the wrists. I'm a little bit misaligned here. Knees to elbows. It's a bit better there. If anything, you want your shoulders ahead of the wrists. And tucking knees towards the elbows. Pushing through the hands, stabilizing through the back. 10 times, and then come into your child's pose. Any child's pose, wide knees, narrow knees, letting go. You are done. Relaxing through the arms, sitting back through the heels, lengthening through the spine, coming back to your regular breath. Softening the jaw, eyes and ears. And then when you're ready, you'll shift back onto all fours, cat and cow, rounding out the entire spine, chin to chest, tailbone to belly button. Inhaling as you open up and exhaling as you round out. Inhale. And exhale. Any movements your spine likes are good. And then coming out into a T-spine twist. So really trying to focus on that opening in the shoulder, front of the shoulder on the left arm, maybe lifting up the knee and maybe lifting up the arm. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, a little bit of a counter pose for everything we do in our days. Tipping over to the other side and resting there. That might be enough just with the one shoulder opening, or you might bring the top arm up. using a bit of gravity. Just go slow, pay attention to what's happening in your body. And don't worry about how deep you're going, just listen to the sensations. One more breath there, and roll onto your belly, up into a little bit of a cobra. And widen your arms, just lift through the torso, arms, upper spine, bringing the turtle head out of its shell. And then flipping onto your back, crossing the knees, thread the needle, glute stretch. And rocking a little bit to find the places in and around the hip joint that are tight. So not only stretching one portion of the hip, but all around it. And when you find a spot that's tight, sink into it and breathe there, relaxing the head, neck, shoulders, and pulling the knee in a little bit closer for more of a stretch. You can stay there for 3 to 5 breaths. And then switching to the other side. And hold the foot in and find a position that works for you. Always flexing the toe towards the knee to protect the knee joint. And just relaxing into it, using your breath to deepen into the stretch a tiny amount. And you'll come into a spinal twist, turning your head in the opposite direction of the knees and just letting yourself go. Finding this twist in the upper portion of the spine as well as the lower portion. And gently twisting out. And deepen as you exhale. Slow inhales. You can stay there as long as it feels good for you. And then bring the knees into the chest, rock side to side, or come into happy baby. And rocking the spine, maybe massaging the length of the spine. If this feels okay for you, try a few times rolling up and down the spine. And when you're up, get your strap. And we're ending today with some hamstring, IT band, hip stretch, inner thigh, outer thigh. And it cuts off on me here, so I'm going to show you, I think, just the right leg and lengthening over any amount using the strap as needed. Holding for about 5 breaths per direction. And finding the grounding in the hips of the bottom leg there to find that hip stretch, hip flexor stretch. So staying as long as you need in each position. And then you'll switch to the other side. And any other stretches after this can follow. And we will see you next time.